What if I told you that a single whispered sentence could shake the foundation of the Invictus Games, an event meant to honor the courage of military veterans? What if that sentence was aimed at the very people the Games were created for? Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, allegedly whispered something so controversial that it sent shockwaves through the crowd and the media. As Team UK made their entrance at the Invictus Games, did Meghan really say, "Useless people from a useless country"? Or is this just another media storm trying to tear her down? In today's video, we'll dive deep into this explosive moment. We'll break down the possible implications of Meghan's alleged comment and what it means for her, Harry, and their already strained relationship with the UK. Was it an innocent slip of the tongue, or was it a deliberate insult? We'll also explore how this controversy has unfolded in the media, divided public opinion, and even affected Meghan's supporters and critics alike. Get ready for an emotional roller coaster as we unpack the latest drama surrounding the Sussexes. Is this just another fleeting scandal, or is it the tipping point for Meghan's reputation? Stick with us until the end, because this one's far from over. As the Invictus Games opened in Vancouver, excitement buzzed through the air. Athletes, dignitaries, and supporters gathered to celebrate the resilience and bravery of military veterans who had sacrificed so much for their countries. This was an event that stood for unity, strength, and healing, a space where heroes were honored. But amidst the cheers, the spotlight didn't fall on the athletes or their extraordinary feats. It landed on a whisper, a phrase barely audible over the roar of the crowd. Useless people from a useless country. Was this the truth behind the whispered words that were allegedly spoken by Meghan Markle, or was it another media invention? Did Meghan truly say something that would shake the very core of the Invictus Games, an event founded by her husband, Prince Harry, to celebrate wounded warriors? It's hard to deny the weight of these words, especially in the context of the Invictus Games. These athletes had given their all. Many had lost limbs, endured physical and mental trauma, and faced challenges most could never imagine. They stood on that stage, proud of their achievements, proud to show the world that they were not defined by their injuries. For them, this moment was about triumph. So, when Meghan Markle, a member of the royal family and a public advocate for veterans, allegedly insulted them, how did it impact the atmosphere? Let's be clear, this isn't just about one whisper, it's about what that whisper represents. Meghan's relationship with the UK has been fraught with tension for years. From her and Harry's decision to step back from royal duties to their explosive interviews and media frenzy, Meghan has been at the center of controversy after controversy. Some have called her a victim of relentless media attacks, while others accuse her of disrespecting the very country that embraced her. In light of the alleged comment, questions swirl around the validity of the statement. Was it truly spoken, or was it just a misheard phrase, twisted by the noise of the event? Witnesses claim they heard the words loud and clear. Yet, there's no definitive audio or video evidence to back this up. Does this leave room for doubt? Or are we simply witnessing the media's desperate attempt to stir the pot once more? Some may argue that this is just another episode in a long line of sensationalized headlines designed to vilify Meghan. Others, however, will see it as yet another example of her disregard for the UK and its people, especially those who served in the military. But here's the thing. Whether or not the comment was made, the public's reaction speaks volumes. In the hours after the event, social media exploded. People were not just asking whether Meghan said it, they were questioning what her true feelings were towards the UK and whether Harry condoned it. Some came to Meghan's defense, insisting that the claim was fabricated. After all, Meghan has always been an advocate for veterans. She had been publicly supportive of the Invictus Games in the past, attending events, mingling with athletes, and making it clear that she stood behind the cause. Could someone who has shown such public support really harbor such deep disdain for the country she once called home? Yet, on the other side, there are those who see this alleged remark as confirmation of their suspicions. They point to her controversial exit from royal life and her strained relationship with the UK as evidence that her feelings towards the country have been far from warm. For these critics, Meghan's comments, if true, would be the final nail in the coffin of her relationship with the British public. But here's where things get tricky. Meghan's defenders argue that this is just another manufactured scandal. They insist that the media has long been out to get her, spinning every moment, every gesture into a negative narrative. They argue that no concrete evidence exists and that we should be more cautious before jumping to conclusions. Let's take a step back and consider the broader context. Harry and Meghan's relationship with the UK and its people has been rocky at best. From the moment they announced their intention to step back from royal duties, the media and public opinion shifted. Many saw this as a rejection of the monarchy and of the British public's support. Harry's departure from the royal family, combined with his outspoken interviews, only deepened the divide. On top of that, Meghan's own battles with the media and her struggles to be accepted within the royal family painted a picture of a woman who felt isolated and misunderstood. So, could this latest incident simply be a reflection of the continuing fractures in Meghan's relationship with the UK? If Meghan truly did make this remark, it wouldn't be the first time she's been accused of disrespecting the very institution she once sought to be a part of. The media has long criticized her for her alleged disregard of royal protocol, her Hollywood-horrid lifestyle, and her tension with the monarchy. Critics argue that her actions, from her tell-all interviews to her public stance against the institution, show that she never fully understood or respected the traditions of the royal family. But let's not forget that Meghan, too, has been the victim of relentless media attacks. She has repeatedly stated that the press has misrepresented her, painting her as the villain in a story that doesn't entirely reflect the reality of her life. Is it possible that her relationship with the UK is more complex than simply being a matter of disrespect? Could there be more to the story than meets the eye? Let's look at the historical context of the royal family's relationship with the military. The UK has a deep-seated tradition of honoring its veterans and military personnel. Prince Harry himself served in the British Army for over a decade, including 2 tours in Afghanistan. His connection to the military community is personal and profound. The Invictus Games were his brainchild, a platform to showcase the strength and resilience of injured veterans. To have Meghan, a former member of the royal family, allegedly insult this community would be seen as a betrayal by many. For critics, this moment isn't just about a whispered remark, it's about what it represents in the larger context of Meghan's relationship with the UK. But what about Harry's role in all of this? As the husband standing next to Meghan, did he hear the comment? If so, why didn't he react? Was he complicit? Or was he caught off guard like the rest of us? If he did hear it and didn't react, what does that say about his own feelings toward the UK and the military? Does his silence signal that he, too, no longer feels a deep connection to the country he once served? Or is there another explanation altogether? At the heart of this controversy lies a question that remains unanswered. What does Meghan's alleged comment mean for the future of her relationship with the UK? Will it further isolate her from the British public, or will it be seen as yet another chapter in a narrative that the media has long been eager to write? As the hours passed and the media frenzy continued, it became clear that this was no ordinary scandal. The implications of this moment stretch far beyond the Invictus Games themselves. For Meghan, this could be a defining moment. For Harry, it's another test of his relationship with his family and his country. And for the UK, it's a moment that forces us to ask, how much longer Will we be willing to overlook the cracks in this relationship before they become too large to ignore? In the coming days, we'll likely see more developments, more whispers, more analysis, and more debates about the truth behind the words. But one thing is certain, the story isn't over. Meghan Markle's relationship with the UK is far from resolved, and this latest controversy only deepens the divide. The question now is whether it's a tipping point or just another chapter in an ongoing saga that refuses to die. As we wrap up today's discussion, one thing is clear. Whether Meghan Markle's alleged remark about Team UK was truly said or not, it sparked a firestorm that's impossible to ignore. This incident isn't just about one whispered sentence. It's about the ongoing tensions between Meghan, Harry, and the UK. It's about what these moments reveal about their relationship with the country they once served, and how their actions continue to divide public opinion. Is this just another media-driven scandal, or does it point to deeper issues between Meghan and the UK that have been brewing for years? Did Meghan, knowingly or unknowingly, cross a line with her comment? Or is this another example of a misunderstanding that's being blown out of proportion? The truth remains unclear, and the controversy is far from over. But we want to hear from you. What do you think? Was it a careless mistake, or something more intentional? Can Meghan ever rebuild her relationship with the UK, or is this the final straw? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's get the conversation started. If you haven't already, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel for more royal updates, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a moment of the latest drama surrounding the royal family. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.